Crappens. Watch what crappens. Watch what crappens. Who cares what happens when there's so much that crappens? Watch what crappens. Watch what crappens. Who cares what happens when there's so much that crappens?
Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, podcast about all that crap we love to talk about on Ye Old Bravs. I'm Ronnie. That's Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
What's going on with you, baby?
You know, just pretending I'm down in the Caribbean on a girls' trip at the moment. What's going on with you?
Well, put me in a bikini and call me Lucy. Let's do it, girl.
Yeah.
I'm excited because this is the last. Okay, so for anyone who's confused, Girls Trip Legacy, Real Housewives of New York Legacy, we covered on Patreon mostly. So we're re-releasing those, but we missed 2 episodes. And so we did one last week and we're doing one this week. So it's the second to last episode because we already covered the other one. We'll post that again next week so you guys can hear it as it airs on Bravo. But this is our last one. So for us, it's our last Legacy recap, really probably ever. I mean, for this group of people, at least.
Who knows?
So I read that Dorinda is getting a spinoff at some point.
Yep.
Which should be interesting. But as far as this cast goes, it looks like this is it. So this is our last recap. Okay.
Well,
So yeah, I'm excited for that. Also, I wanted to address some questions that were asked on Reddit. I happened to be scrolling through there, and somebody was like, "Why is Ronnie so mean to Kristen?" I don't feel like I am. I guess I feel like I'm mean to everybody. So whenever someone is singled out, it's like you're mean to them. Why do I find Kristen annoying? She just keeps asking the same questions over and over. Like Kelly, let's work it out again. Kelly, don't work it out with Kelly. Kelly doesn't like you. Move it along, lady. It's kind of like Kelly goes on her crazy Kelly Ben Simone things like last week where she just kept being like, but you know, I just don't understand you guys. You guys like just don't get it. Like I love Dorinda. Like I'm obsessed with Dorinda. Like I'm a girl. Like I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a business. And they keep trying to make sense of her and it just keeps her going more. And they finally get her to be quiet. And then it turns into, but Kelly, why don't we talk about our problems? I'm like, oh my God, just stop. So that's basically where I'm coming from. But you know, I have no hate in my heart for the lady. It's more of a like shoo. Shh. It's a sh and a shoe. Kind of.
Yeah.
She
sort of was,
if you will.
Like I actually really like Kristen, but her toxic trait is that she can whine and sometimes be like a spoiled brat. Like, but what about me? And you're just like, oh, okay, Kristen, let's wrap that up. But you know, hey.
Hey, we all have our ish.
They can't be perfect. They can't be perfect. So we pick up now. It's morning. It's day 5 on this trip, and Sonia is she's looking at a bite product, and she's like trying to figure that out. And Luann's swimming and doing laps, and Kristen is doing her hair, and Ramona's fluffing a pillow. Everyone's just sort of waking up, doing things around the villa, and Kelly is in the kitchen. And she plunges her face into a bowl of ice water while Martine watches. And then she explains to us, every morning, I love to dip my face in ice because it's like my mask. You know?
Yeah, it just like freezes my face. It's crazy because like I put it in there and then I can have any emotion I want and like my face doesn't even move. I'm like, wow, it's still working. I mean, that is really long lasting.
Like, you may not realize this, but this is something that happens outside the bowl too.
Is the ice frozen botulism? Because it's crazy how long lasting that is.
You know, frozen face is a prereq to get onto the Real Housewives, so you haven't really broken too much ground here.
And she's like, "How do I look? How do I look, Martin?" And he's like, "You look like a baby. You look like a baby." Very terrifying
That's
baby.
Creepy. That's scary. It's like I'll show it. So we have the opening credits.
So then we get the opening credits. Dun 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 dun. The song really doesn't go anywhere. I think it's kind of a garage band thing, you know, where they just like put a couple of numbers in there and let it go. But by now I'm into it.
I don't know why we're getting such dwindling returns on our girls trip theme songs. I think I mentioned this the first time around. I was like, we start off with just a just an out of the gate hit with Housewives on the Island, baby. Like we all were singing it. We're all quoting it, just the best. And then we had Dorinda's kind of like Succession thing happening at her place, which was not as good as Housewives on the Island, but still pretty good. And then they've just been kind of generic music since then. I'm like, why? Why are you doing this, Bravo? Come on, give us Housewives on the Island, baby.
Housewives on the Island, baby. Let's get the party started. Oh, come on, guys.
Fever! Fever! Oh, so good. Okay.
So it's yoga time, and Dorinda is going to join Kelly for early morning yoga, and Kelly is like all positive today. I think she has like some guilt for acting like a nutso yesterday, or maybe not. I mean, I don't know how detached Kelly is. I can never tell. But for whatever reason today, she's super happy, and she's like, yoga person, hi, give me a hug, deep hugs. Dorinda, oh my God, it's Dorinda. I love Dorinda. Dorinda, come hug me. Dorinda. And she's hugging her too tight, and Dorinda's doing her like, look at me, not strangling this stupid bitch. It's really bad. Hi, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you.
Yeah, I never really know where I'm going to get with Kelly, but like to be chosen by Kelly, I mean, how do I earn this job? Don't pick me. I don't want this. I don't want this. Dorinda's like, no, I don't. I missed it. Maybe I should call her the C word again because I don't want this anymore.
Yeah. And I like that Kelly's like, I got a yoga instructor. We're going to do yoga. And Dorinda's like, okay, I'm going to jump rope.
Yeah.
It's like the least yoga-y thing to do. One person's trying to relax. The other person's like, ahik, 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 ahik.
So then Dorinda goes in to check in on what's her face, Kristen, who's doing some sort of mask, like an electronic infrared mask that looks very scary. And Dorinda's like, they start talking about Kelly, and Kristen's like, oh my God, like I don't know how I got like sucked back in because I'm just like, I almost like want you and I like to try to connect with her somehow because like she's like the only one like not connecting with anyone right now. And she's just saying how she really thought that she and Kelly could have been friends, but that Kelly just seems to be fighting it.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Kristen being like, you just like you fought over and over again with Dorinda at the table. Why won't you fight with me? And Kelly's like, because I care about her friendship. I want her friendship. And she's like, but you don't want my friendship? No, she doesn't want your friendship. Okay.
You know what? You can't drain. You can't just like circle the drain. It's just like, you're gonna ruin your holidays. And next thing you know, you're in the sewers. You're in the Kelly Ben Simone sewers, and it just smells down there.
You know what? One thing I don't think Kelly is great at in the group is communicating. She is good at deflecting. She's great at gaslighting. She's great at self-isolating. Not really good at jump rope. Because there was a jump rope out there, and I did it. She didn't even do it in the hand. I didn't even see her looking after it. I think. So Dorinda's like, why not just be like, do whatever. I don't know what you want from me. And she goes, okay, well, that's going to be my thing for today. I'm not going to even start any conversations with Kelly. And like, what do I care? I don't care if she doesn't like me. I'm not going to say one thing to Kelly today.
Elsewhere in the villa, knock, knock, cabaret star coming through. What's going on in here? Good morning. Whoa, good morning, Luann. What's going on? And Luann's basically like, Ramon and Sonia are getting ready, and Luann picks up this device that looks like a little penis with balls. She's like, excuse me, what's this? Oh, I know. That's so funny. It's amazing. I didn't even realize it looks like a penis. But look, it's like this. And she starts rubbing the ball part of this thing on Luann's face. Well, it's like, rubbing a dildo on my face. I resist. But now I succumb.
Whoa, look at me. I put on a bikini, and now I'm a James Bond girl. Whoa.
Do. Call me Golden Ramona, okay? Whoa.
Doodle-doo. It's Mission Impossible, Ramona. Whatever. Okay.
Do. That's A-Team. Thank you. I am on the A-Team. Finally.
So she just keeps like posing violently. You know how Ramona always poses? Like she's like voguing, but it's kind of like like an epileptic vogue thing where she's just like throwing one shoulder and then pausing and then another one. She's like walking very she's doing violently in a strobe light. She's doing hard to watch.
She's doing the instrumental version of like, you look old, I look young. You look old, I look young.
So she's up zipping her front up and down of her bikini. She's like, whoa, look at that. I could show some cleavage. Oh my God. So then we see, Luann's like, watch out, Denise Richards. There's a new Bond girl in town.
Yes. Now, at this point, Denise Richards was a Bond girl 25 years ago, so there have been a few new Bond girls, to be fair. Which is, by the way, that's so weird to think about. It's been 25 years since Denise Richards was in James Bond. So Martine comes in with some coffee, and Ramona right away is like, Martine, we didn't get our itinerary for the day, okay? Well, Ramona, there's a way to talk to servants around here. This is what you do. Bonjour. Où est l'itinéraire? Merci beaucoup, French Panama Canal.
Por favor, send some ick day to my umre. I don't understand. It's pig French. Send some dick to my room. Crying out loud. Croissant
pudding. I don't think pudding is French word. Well, you know what I'm saying. Give me the dick.
You know what? Here's the French that I know, okay? That means okay in French. You say okay. You know what? You know how you say that's it in French? You say that's it.
Comment allez-vous? Pommes frites, s'il vous plaît. Très bien. Ce soir, bonne nuit. Eggs à la Françoise.
I look young, you look Luann. I look young, you look Luann.
Okay, my dear Ramona. So today we'll be ready to leave by 11. Leaving the village. You know,
well,
what time is it now?
Bikini?
Yes. Well, I don't know who to answer first. The time is currently. What time is it? Yes, the time is 10.
I look like James Bond.
Yes. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to go.
My boobs look so big. Look at my boobs. Look at the smear. I'm speaking French right now. Hey, can you understand me? Because I'm speaking French. Hey,
quiet, Ramona. He's trying to tell us our itinerary. He's trying to let us know what time we're going to meet some hot guys to fuck.
Whoa. You know how you say itinerary in French? Whoa.
Yeah. You say itinerary. Everyone knows that, Ramona.
So he's trying to read this, and she won't let him. She keeps staring in the mirror and trying to make a scene. So then he just leaves it there. And he's like, I would leave you to get ready. I leave at the right here. And he's like, oh my God, it's so impossible to talk with these ladies. So then Luann goes into the dining room, and she sees like a little mollusk thing, and she takes it over to Kristen. She's like, look at this.
It's a hermit crab.
Oh, look at this. It's a hermit crab. Look at that. Oh, I think Sonia's dated someone. Hey, Sonia, I found one of your boyfriends out here. Isn't this the one with the napkin company?
I want to call this one Sonia Rita because it's got this thing's got crabs and it's living in a shabby little home. Okay, hey Kristen, look, I found a friend for you. Why don't you ask this crab if it's been on Ashley Madison? Ha ha!
Kristen's like, hi, little crab. I just wanted to be friends. Why are you hiding your face from me? Why don't you want to be friends with me? You should come out of there. The crab won't even talk to me. Listen, crab, I just want to have a conversation because, I feel like I've really come a long way. We should just have a conversation. Crab, why do you care more about Luann than you care about me?
The crab's like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, are you still telling your story? Okay, well, anyway, I'm getting married next week.
And Kristen's like, oh my God, it's so cute. She goes, oh my God, he just showed us his whole face. How horrifying. And she throws it up and just like
the crab recedes into its shell and it's like, oh, well, I have no time for a fan who doesn't want to pay attention to me, so be gone.
So then Ramona walks around, and I'm glad they showed that crab walking away just fine, because of course I was like, how dare you fuck with that crab?
That crab's like, I have a story to tell the other crabs. No one's gonna believe me. What, that you were picked up by a cabaret star? You're so lucky.
So then Ramona's, showing off. And she's like, you know what? I want to go to the beach. You know what, Dorinda? We're going to go to the beach. And then Luann comes out and she's like, it smells like shit in there. God, there's a bathroom door for a reason, Sonia Rita. Close the door.
Ramona, can you just tell Sonia she's got to close the bathroom door? You know what? What can I do? Close the door. Haven't you ever seen Game of Thrones? Don't hold the door. Close the door. Close the door, Sonia.
There's not a famous character named Clodor for nothing.
Hey, let's get a car. So now they go and they get to they're going into the vans. We get every single minute of this entire day, by the way. Not one.
It is literally
footage is spared.
And they keep setting it up like something's about to happen. Nothing happens. And you know what? It's okay. Like, shows aren't supposed to be built like for us to have something to talk about every second. This literally is just people on a vacation. So now they're going on vans, and now they're going to go surfing. And so they go to surf, and they have a teacher, and he's teaching them how to surf. And Ramona's doing a lot of, whoa, look at me. I'm on my knees. Like, I feel like Sonia in her 20s and her 30s and her 40s and her 50s and her 60s and her 70s and her 80s and her 90s. I mean, whatever she is now, you know, Will Scott's going to come by and say happy birthday. She's going to still be on her knees. That's it. Like, what? I'm sorry, okay?
This is the part of the season where the producers realized they were kind of running out of steam, and so they had to turn it into a clip episode, kind of, because like every other scene is like during to be like, you know, as far as I remember, I was actually quite a good surfer, and it's like, blah, 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 like throw to season 9, Dorinda surfing. Like, well, you know, the funny thing about surfing is that I just love being in the water. Like, clip of Luann, season 3. You know what? I enjoy salt and pepper on my sandwiches. Clip from season 5 of Ramona putting salt and pepper on a sandwich. So, by the way, they get
you know what? I told that surfboard, you don't support other women, okay? Like start doing their best of lines.
They really are.
I told that wave he tried to knock me down. I said, you better back it up, bitch. You better back it up. Remember that one, everybody? God, that was fun.
One thing that did crack me up is that when they did get to the beach and they meet their 2 instructors, who of course are young men, Ramona goes, "Whoa, nice haircut." He's like, "Thank you." Just funny to be like, "Nice haircut, young man. Have you ever been with an attractive older woman who actually looks like she could be your daughter? Because that's what you're looking at right now, okay?"
So Kristen is really confident. She's like, I'm confident. I surf. Josh is a big surfer. We've been on so many surf trips. Costa Rica, Hawaii. Still trying to get Hawaii to call me back. I'm sure it will someday. Love you, Hawaii. Call me. God, I had so much fun with Hawaii. I just don't understand why she won't communicate with me anymore. She will, though. We're going to fix it on this trip, right?
Yeah, and of course Kristen falls off, or at least they just only show her falling off because they just want to get her. And Kristen, by the way, is lucky because I thought this was going to turn into a catastrophic trip for her, because before they get in the surf, she's like, "Hey, Dorinda, the yellow board might be easier for you to surf on." Dorinda's like, "Yeah, I don't need an easier surfboard to surf on. You want to take the yellow? You can take the yellow, I'll take the blue surfboard." It's like, oh, don't tell Dorinda she can take an easier old lady surfboard, which is kind of what she was saying.
Dorinda's like, you don't worry about me, Kristen, because this is liquid fire when it comes to athleticism. Okay, you don't even look like you could ride a bicycle. That's right. Put that in the books and cook them, everybody.
So it's surfing and surfing and surfing. God, I have to give credit to our note taker, Nadine, because this is a lot to take notes of, and there was a whole lot of nothing. Normally, our notes. The notes documents are usually somewhere between 20 to 27 pages long, roughly. This one is 41 pages because these people talk so much, and yet so little happens.
Poor Nadine. We do need to send her a car
Nadine,
after this.
Send you a care package.
So basically, she's falling down again. She's like, "What? It's been a long time. God." So then Luann's like, "My turn." I do recall falling before. I hope this time there's no wipeouts. Am I right? So then we see clips of her like wackily falling down before years ago, you know.
Yeah, and Luann's just surfing, like, "Look at me, athlete / cabaret star. Hit it, boys. I'm surfing. Surfing US. Line. A."
So I didn't get this part where she's strapping the thing to her ankle. And Sonia goes, "They're very sportif." And Dorinda goes, "Yeah, it's a good word. They're sportif. They're not sports, they're sportif." Right? Right? Is that good, guys? Sportif.
Because it's like
a lot.
French. They're saying French, like they're sort of like classy and European and sexy. It's not just regular, just like they're not just like sporty, bunch of sporty lesbians. No, they're like sexy Saint-Tropez girls on surfboards. So this is all fun and games, and you think, oh, what a nice, pleasant scene of just watching the ocean. And then Kristen comes hobbling out of the ocean, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot. I blocked this entire scene out of my memory. And the fact that I have to watch this scene a second time, and just like the first time, I did not look at the screen during the duration of this entire hideous moment. I have to cup my hands over my eyes right now just talking about it.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, my toenail just came off. Is the medic person here? Oh my God, my toenail. And so then it's like a 10-minute scene of like MASH, you know. Where,
it's disgusting. She's like, because they're like, well, we got to take it off. And they take out a scalpel and everything. It's like the most horrifying scene that ever happened on Bravo. And they're showing it. And then Dorinda's just sitting there like, okay, all right, he's about to go in. He took a little bit off. Okay. Oh, you know what? The medic just said that you get this when you are such a bad surfer, you have to be on the yellow surfboard. Oh, I guess that's you, Kristen. I guess that's you. It's a yellow surfboard.
So they're taking care of that. And of course, she's going through trauma. So Kelly's like, I haven't been surfing since I was in a movie playing a single mother who was surfing. And then I fell in the water. And then nobody ever saw me again because I died because I was like surfing. And like, I was just telling people, you know, like I do this all myself. You know what I mean? I do literally everything by myself. I'm the surfer. I'm the surfboard. I'm the mom. I'm the child. But nobody understood. And then nobody ever heard from that girl again.
Oh God. And then it's so ridiculous. And Chris is like, "Ah!" And they're like, you know what? She just wants attention. You know what? It's so annoying. Everything's just attention. I'm like, her toenail's being ripped off. Like, she just wants attention.
And Sonia's like, how's your toe? I'm just asking. She's got a really hot medic. Hi. Hi, medic. You remember John? I do. Want to hear stories? He's like, who? Please leave me alone, ma'am. Yeah, I'm in love with the ER guy. God, what a cute guy. Hey, Kristen, hold your leg a little bit hotter because I'm trying to flirt with the guy. Hi, medic. Yeah, I'd like to climb. You like the top of the Empire State Building, huh?
And then they all like basically like, okay, well, this was fun. Let's go back to the villa, and then just leave Kristen behind. She's like, oh, thanks, guys.
Dorinda goes, hey, if I ever need my toenail ripped off, I'll call you, okay? Maybe you should give me a number, medic. And he goes, we're going to have to lose a toenail first. She was like, hey, well, yeah, let me think about that one. Okay, bye. It's like drops her foot and leaves. It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So now they go back to the villa because they're going to do a scavenger hunt, which is what they did in the previous season. But this time Dorinda's like, I did a scavenger hunt, but I had to be the referee. I don't want to be the referee. So I help with it. I got the stuff and he's hiding it, but there will be clues. I'm like, well, so if you know what all the stuff is, then even if it's hidden, you have an unfair advantage, don't you? I'm like, this is right. This game is broken.
Oh, yeah. So Kristen, meanwhile, is like, guys, why does everybody let me alone? Okay. So let's do the clues are Real Housewives of New York themed, okay? So one of the pictures was about things, and this one's going to be about symbols, okay? So the first one is paper towels. Sonia. No, but I guess it could work for Sonia too. Anybody else? Luann. Yeah, but actually that could work for Luann too, you know? Okay, it's for Ramona because she poops everywhere. Okay. Okay, the next one is diapers. Anybody want to take this one?
Okay, we have a blazing hot sheet pan. Yeah, that was for John. The time that he picked up the sheet pan. Remember that when it was like a hot sheet pan and he just picks up and he's like, "Ow, honey," and she's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, that was in the oven." And he's like, his hands are blistered, and she's like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that, John. Can you pass me the rosé?"
Okay, so they're getting ready for the I'm scrolling through a lot of notes here. They're getting ready for this night or whatever. So then Kelly and Dorinda are sitting together by the pool, and Dorinda's like, "What are you doing there? What are you doing there, smelly Kelly?" And she's like, "I'm going through letters." Which letters are you going through? The love letters. I've been getting love letters. You know, like I literally do it all myself. I mean, I've been getting these from this guy. He's like different from any guy I've ever dated before. He's like so different. Like it's going to work. Like, it's totally going to work. I've never, ever been with a guy like I'm with now. He gives me love letters.
Okay. Kelly, you need to put on your earmuffs. This is Auntie Ben talking to the producers of the show. You are cruel. The fact that you clearly had your interns write letters to Kelly so she could think she was getting love letters on this island. She's a troubled woman, okay? This is just sadistic. She's like, "Oh my God, here's another one. This one says, 'It's a brat summer. I can't believe it. This is so exciting.'"
And he sends me one every day, and he put it in my luggage. So we also saw this with Louie, right? Louie and Tree,
yes.
where Tree's is like, "Yeah, he sent me letters," and then hers were like, "You
you know what? You're not as purple as I'd like, but otherwise, you're the perfect lady I ever saw in my life. The most perfect lady I ever saw. So please reply by this date with your social security number. Love, the love of your life, Louis.
And then Jill Zarin also got like a bouquet in the Berkshires. So like clearly this is like one of the things the producers do is that they meant, well, I'm sure they reach out to these people, but like there's part of me that feels like they just have PAs writing letters and just giving it to the stars and just saying like, oh, look, your loved one wrote you a letter. And since we're in the age of digital, no one knows what anyone's handwriting looks like. So you just have to believe that Rodney in the corner there fetching a crate of Martinelli's apple juice is his handwriting is your husband's handwriting.
And the letters are just so pat, you know, it's like, KKB, I know you're going to have a great week. And if there's times that become challenging or stressful, please reach out to me and we can talk. Because I don't care what time it is. I'm here for you now and forever. Like cats. Like I'm so deep in your corner. Like I'm so in your corner. Like your corner is like so good. I love your corner. I love your corner because you do everything. You're like the corner, but you're also the walls that come together to create the corner. You're like literally doing everything in this relationship. You're amazing.
You know, I had no idea she was getting married. I just thought they were dating. I think I think she thinks that we're psychics. I mean, is he here? Is the wedding happening tomorrow? Because I wouldn't be surprised at this rate. And I guess I'm going to be the maid of honor.
And when we see the clip of Kelly going, Kristen, I mean, you don't even know I'm getting married. Everyone here knows I'm getting married. Sonia knows, Martin knows, Luann knows, Dorinda knows. Just because to Dorinda, I didn't know. No, nobody knew. So, you know, good for her. Good for her.
You know, I show love with a lasagna, okay? I don't need a calligraphy pen, a good lasagna, and we're married, okay? I got pregnant over lasagna. Literally, my butt was in the lasagna and I was getting railed on top.
So Kelly's like, oh, Kiki, here's another letter. Kiki, you're halfway through the week. I'm sure you're crushing it. I miss you so much. Not a minute goes by that I don't think about, wow, there's so much real estate not being sold right now because you're like out of town, like what you deserve. But like the entire real estate market in New York City is crashing because like you're the center of it. You're the most amazing person I've ever known in my life. Dear Jesus, I love you. Please. Oh my God, now he's worshiping me. He's literally worshiping me now.
Yeah, so that's very cute.
Yeah, that's a really really lovely. Oh wait, no, here's another one. Okay, all right, okay. This one is says, Dear Kelly. Okay, Dear Kelly. By the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. Wait a second. No, that's just the Dear John theme song that you're reading. Don't worry about that. I slept that in there just to give you a little bit of a laugh. All right, it's okay, Kelly. All right, I wasn't listening to any of those letters. Let's go do something else. Let's do that scavenger hunt.
So they ended up divorcing. They ended up breaking up. And this is from Yahoo News. Days before Kelly was set to wed her fiancé Scott in Boston, she revealed to Page Six that she had called off the engagement. At the time, she cited her daughters as a reason for the breakup. I've decided that my 2 daughters are my priority and I won't be moving forward with this wedding because like I'm literally everything. I was the wedding rice that you throw after the wedding. I was the preacher. I was the Bible. Like I just couldn't do it. And then People magazine, she told, ultimately, my decision's nobody's business, but I understand that you're like people, and so that's like important, so I'm going to tell you. But I just wanted to put an end to the speculation. To be clear, he refused to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I refused to marry him because, like, you can try and take my money, but you cannot try and take my ex-husband's money. It's like a step too far. Okay. So it didn't work out.
No, it did not. Who would have thought? So now it's time for the scavenger hunt, and there's going to be a special prize, and it's just they go on a scavenger hunt that goes on for like 10 minutes. They just run around.
Yeah, so let's just fast forward.
And they just have flashback. It's basically a way to be like, remember when this happened? Remember when this happened? Remember when this happened? So this goes on for a very long time because I'm scrolling and it's like page after page after page. Like, Giovanni.
It's so weird that we decided to stop recapping the show back in the day. It is so
weird.
So crazy.
But it all culminates. The climax is the final clue is that they have to call up Harry Dubin. He's like, hi, Liz. I think this is the first time in the history of the Real Housewives that none of you guys are talking.
It's like, this is the first time in Housewives history that you're all fired. And so he's like, read the fucking clue, Harry. Jesus.
Fierce and bold, Their stories unfold, legends untold, what they leave behind for all of us to see. A single word, their lasting blank.
Vagina.
Pussy.
John.
Yeah. Okay. Dun dun. It's a Law and Order sound, right?
I left something behind. It's right over there. Nobody's stepping it. I'm waiting for Martine to clean it up. Okay.
You know, a single word will be my lasting
It's
best
legacy.
friend slash daughter. Avery. I got it.
Avery. Avery, your last word. So it's legacy, guys. And Kristen's like, I got it. I won. I got it, guys, because I guessed it. I said legacy first, right? And they're like, wow, Kristen, congratulations. I won. I got it right. Yay, team. Go team.
I hope she's not talking about winning the husband lottery because as far as I can tell, he cheated on Ashley Madison.
So their prizes, somebody's like, wow, great, we got $100 to the Lowe's Regency. Do I have to take Harry? Oh, fuck Harry, I hate him. By the way, Harry, call me, I'll fuck you soon. Okay, love you, hate you, love you. You were mine first, bye.
Sonia's acting like she's like so above this, but you know, she's like, yes, I don't have to go there anymore and just pretend I'm only there for the olives and the crackers.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they do have a very good bar mix at that place.
They do. They've got great snacks. They've got great free
snacks.
snacks there. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, so next up, they're getting ready for the night, and they're trying to look as sexy as possible, of course. And so Sonia's like, oh, look at this shirt. This is good. It's a t-shirt, and it says, give thanks, eat pie.
Whoa. Sonia, you can't wear that, okay? You're not a young girl. Hold on, Avery. I'm on my phone. My best friend slash daughter who looks older than me, Avery, okay? Look, send a photo to Avery. She can judge it. She's been judging for years and years. Let's look at a picture. Let's see footage of her judging me when she was 11 and she still thought she could be in a movie with Meryl Streep. Remember that?
Listen, you know what? No one is called Avery unfashionable. You know what? She was the first person to wear an outfit before she saw Felicity Huffman wearing it one time on a red carpet, okay? That's how fashion forward she is.
Avery's like, Mother, it's stupid. I hate both you and your friends. Bye. Actually, I lied. I love you. So
Sonya's like, no, all the young kids are wearing these pie shirts. It's what young girls do now at Manapani. Which is whatever restaurant they're going to.
my daughter's
Manapani?
disgusted.
Manapani?
Manapani, okay? It's where you go when you want a mani-pedi, but you also want to buy a pan. Manapani. So my daughter, Sonia Rita, my daughter's disgusted. She's going to hang up on you just the way she does with her father for breaking up our entire family, okay?
No, but I want to wear this because it says eat my pie. Eat my pie? What does that even mean? It's subliminal, Ramona. Oh, what do you mean? I don't take it in the subliminal, okay? Not unless we're married.
I don't want your subliminal t-shirt, okay? That's why I only watch American movies. I don't like to read while I watch movies. No subliminal.
So everybody's like, please let me go. So they got off. And then next up, Luann, Kelly, and Dorinda are meeting for drinks. And Kelly's like, oh my God, Luann, you look so hot. And then Kristen comes and Ramona's like, whoa, look, everybody. This is a dress I got in St. Bus last time I was here.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Where's the TJ Maxx tag? So Sonia's like, you know what? I thought I'd be like young and go with the dress. And Ramona put her foot down. I wanted to wear the pie shirt. So they're all just sort of gathering, and Luann's loving the way she's looking at everything. She's like, by the way, Sonia Rita, we have to take a photo together. Okay, Sonia and I are going to take a photo together. Whoa, and me too. And I'm going to be in the middle, okay? I'm like Malcolm in the middle, except that Malcolm were like a really hot woman who stands in the middle of two ugly women, okay?
Unlike Malcolm, if Malcolm looked extremely young, but if I was standing next to Malcolm in the middle, people would be like, whoa, why is that old man going to school? He's standing next to a fetus. Looks so young.
So Ramona's like, I'm going to get in the middle. And Luann's like, no, I'll get in the middle because I'm tall. You would look weird if you were in the middle. I mean, who wants that? High, low, then super high. It's just not right.
You know what? You drive me crazy. Take a picture of yourself. I don't even care, Ramona. And she walks off all furious.
This is what I want. I don't want to see surfing and scavenger hunts. I want fights about standing in the middle in a photo. This is the Roni I love.
Ramona just wants to be the center of attention. She loves to be in the middle. Guess where that is? Center. So there she is. She can have it. The middle. Give me a light. Where's my light? I hate egotists.
It just takes some time, little bit in the line, middle. Whatever that lyric, I know the song's called The Middle. Anyway, so we now see evidence that apparently all this time, Ramona has been forcing herself into the middle of every situation. She sits at the middle of every table, every photo, and Luann is losing her mind. She's like, no, go on this side. No, I go in the middle. Do you always have to take the middle? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, I need to be in the middle, okay?
So then she sneaks into the middle seat at another restaurant. Luann's trying to pull her out. She's like, whoa, you know what? Musical chairs. It's like Duck, Duck, Goose. I always like that game. Duck, Duck, Duck. What the fuck is a goose doing here? Listen here, goose.
You want to be a goose? You better back the fuck up. Get the fuck out of me, you fucking goose. That's why we shoot gooses. So they're like, so now they're all going to go into vans, and Luann is furious. Like, this is my favorite. I love when Ramona and Luann's relationship is just so amazing. The way that Luann always forgets how much she hates Ramona. She sometimes convinces herself that she likes Ramona, and then something like this happens and she remembers, like, I hate Ramona and I've hated her for over a decade.
Yeah. And so she's stewing in the van, and Kristen's like, what are you so mad about? And Luann's like, Ramona, she's just so rude. She tries to sit in the middle. She wants to be the middle of the picture. It's like, stop. And then she does one of these, elbow, elbow, elbow. I mean, could you imagine needing to be in the middle that bad? Open the top of this car. The love bone.
I mean, someone who needs that much attention. Where the hell are my bongos? I need to sing Yellow Submarine.
So Kristen's like, you better get to the middle quick because she's going to yank you out of that chair. She goes, I'll move her. So Kristen loves this, you know. So in the other van, Sonia's like, wow, I've just never had such a pain. I'm just in such pain right now. You want me to rub you? You know what? She's having a really bad time with the neck. Like, it really, really hurts. Hi.
So she moves seats to rub Sonia's neck, and she falls off the car seat, and she's like, whoa. She's like, oh, that's what I did in the hot tub with John. Broke my leg, but somehow it was my neck. So then now they arrive at the restaurant. So Luann's car arrives first, which I'm sure the producers facilitated because I know the producers were like, do it. So they run in. Hi, waitress or hostess, whoever you are, chef. I don't know. You're not French. I don't care about you. Take us to our table right away. We need to sit at the table in the middle as soon as possible.
I'm tired of forklifting her out of the middle. It's bulldozer time.
She literally says that, by the way. That's not a Ronnie line. And so then they sit down, and Dorinda, who's like, no, let's not do it, because then you just are going to reduce down to her level. Get the middle seat. Get it, swarm. So they get the middle seat, and it's actually like, I'm like cracking up. And so Ramona comes in, she goes, whoa, oh my God, look at you. I'm going to sit here. And you know what? It's funny, because I was going to offer you the middle seat, so you didn't even have to do that, because I was going to give it to you anyway, okay?
Yeah, you know what? I don't even care. I'm totally fine over here at the head of the table. It's even better than the middle. So enjoy the middle, okay? Being in the middle of the pack. That's just where you normally plant, you know? It's like I'm stuck on youth and you're stuck in middle age.
Yeah. Sometimes I call it Luann age, because Luann age and middle age, it's just all the same wrinkles to me, okay? But I'm ageless, so I'm on the edge.
So Sonia's like, no, she got here first. That's why you're saying that, because she was already here. I mean, we've seen this act, Ramona. Yeah, we had a whole plan, and we pulled it off.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, take it. Go ahead. I don't even need to be in the middle, okay? By the way, waiter, can you bring over that table? We just need to bring tables together. Guess what? I'm in the middle now again. Middle two tables.
Whoa,
sorry,
it was a
you're on
total
the edge.
accident. So Dorinda puts on these thick readers and starts reading the menus. She goes, hey, listen to this drink. Listen to it. It's got Porn Star Delice. Porn Star Delice?
Porn Star yields
Me and porn star of the islands, you non-French speaking, non-formally married to French royalty, bitch. Sorry, I'm a little agitated.
Of the island, okay? Oh, look, they have cigarettes on the menu. That's so funny because I've got them in my lungs, in my purse, in my legs, in my boot. I'm basically a Benson and Hedges at this point.
Quick, I need a light. Don't smoke at the table. No, I don't want to smoke. I just want to put the cigarette out in Ramona's hand. Whoa, it's not nice. I already have a burn on my wrist.
Okay, so they order, and Ramona is like, whoa, you know what? Sonia, I want to tell you why I like butterflies so much. She goes, oh, okay.
Ramona Metaphor Theater. Can I say
You know
something?
what? I became obsessed with butterflies because I met this woman and she was like, Ramona, let me tell you this fabled story, okay? There was a gentleman, a guy. It's like a guy. He's like a man, but he's gentle. And he's watching a butterfly and it's getting out of his cocoon. And it was struggling and it was pushing and it was pushing. So he felt bad for the butterfly. And he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a scissor and I'm going to slice it open so the butterfly can go free. But the problem, you know what? The butterfly gets stronger than pushes through it. Okay, you saw the butterfly's strength and it died. We know, Ramona. Okay.
No. The problem was that when the butterfly came out, it looked much older than the man was expecting, so we left it for a younger butterfly, which means that all you ladies are really screwed, because if you don't look ageless like me, you're not going to have a man who's going to help you out of your cocoon, okay? Sorry.
So funny because I had a butterfly and I wanted to help it. So I got scissors and I cut it out and it had a tag from TJ Maxx on it. And then you came along with your scissors and cut the tag off. And then it died. It died from being so poor because it couldn't afford to buy that dress and you forced it to in the long run.
And this
This
is why
story is depressing.
And this is why I don't help my interns fish BlackBerry telephones out of my toilet, because if you interfere, they're never going to learn. You have to let them do it on their own.
Oh, God.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So now they're talking about, Luann's like, what did we say we wanted to talk about tonight? Okay, we said we wanted to talk about something. Okay. Oh, how we met our husbands. Oh, this will be interesting. So, I want everyone to hear. I was just a girl who got to New York City. I was just green as a tennis ball. Well, I'd like to give a speech. Oh, God.
So here's how I met Gills, or Gillis, or Kelly McGillis. I don't remember who. I married someone. But Jill. Okay, he's like, I want to be with you and I want to move on. So then we go to Paris and I wake up and I feel this, and my hand starts bleeding like crazy because he's trying to Cinderella a glass slipper onto my hand, but in the shape of a ring. And unlike the fairy tale, he gets it up there and he just accepts it. And that's how we fell in love.
Wait, what? Yeah, he put a massive ring on my finger, so I was like bleeding. Why is your hand bleeding though? Because the ring was set too low. Wait, so the diamond scratched your finger? Yeah, it was like, Kiki, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But Kiki, keep the ring. You've lost your finger already. Might as well have something.
I just remember I was just really enamored with Jill's artistic ability. And he said he was enamored with my boobs. And I mean, he is just really incredible artist, but he wasn't a good human to me. And if it works out with Scott, it will definitely be different. I just hope he doesn't think I'm like Betty Crocker, because that's going to be a disaster. Or even just Betty White. Any Betty, really.
So wait, you still have a finger there? Let me see your hand. Ramona, this is a long time ago, okay? Grew back. Jeez, you guys are missing the point. I don't make cookies.
Okay, you know what, Dorinda? Why don't you tell us about Richard, okay? Because I always liked Richard. I liked Richard more than anyone else here, okay? Because you're all dumb. And Dorinda's like, yeah, well, we just got engaged, fucked on a lasagna, fell in love, looked at some balloons, found some quarters, went to London, and the rest is history. Okay, next person.
Okay, listen, I wouldn't move in with him because, I'm a good Catholic. I wouldn't move in with him till we were engaged. So one day I was like, you know what? We need to get out of this marriage thing like now. We got to get it organized. And I came home the next day. There was a minister in my living room back from Brick Church. And he said, we're getting married today and we're going to go down to town hall and we're going to get married because I've got a lasagna I want to fuck you on. All right. And if it's going to take marriage to do it, then that's what we're going to fucking do. And so then we did it, And I can't stand you on like a racehorse at a stable. After that, we can plan a whatever party. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Good, because it was very romantic to me.
I'm going to go next.
I'm going to go next because, I always see parallels, especially when you're drunk and you're driving and you see two lines in the middle of the road. So anyway, I'm not one-upping. I'm just doing a parallel. I'm just drawing a parallel between your relationship and mine. Okay, well, I met my husband. I was in San Tropez. We would do business together a couple times a year. We'd get on a plane with John, Madonna, FDR, all the great people. And anyway, so I was like, George Washington, I want you to introduce me to this fine man. He said, that's Captain Morgan. I said, Captain Morgan of the rum? He said, yes, and also of the bank. I said, I love that. So we finally go on a date. He shows up in a taxi, but the taxi is being on top of the back of a horse. Because you know how horses have, you never hear of a handsome taxi? This is an ugly taxi. So anyway, we get there. Judd Hirsch is driving the taxi. I love the show. So Carol Kane opens the door. We get in there. He has a baseball cap on. I give it to Judd. I said, listen, we got to go on a date. Turns out it was Judd Nelson, not Judd Hirsch. Very confusing. Where were we?
There are so many holes. Even Sonia's real story is so crazy. It's like she met the guy. She used to do business with him, which she was a hostess at some restaurant. I don't know what business she's talking about. How many people are in your table? 2. Great doing business with you. Enjoy your dinner. And then he hit his head coming out of a car, so he was bleeding, which she thought was really hot. And Dorinda's like, wow, so romantic.
So that goes on for minutes after minutes. And then she starts getting like the slow crossfade treatment where she's just rambling, and she goes, so then he drives me home. Wait, I thought you said that he arrived on a taxi strapped to a horse with the casts of taxi actually all crammed in the same taxi with you. No, he did. But then he bought a car at dinner, and then he drove me home in the new car.
And then we took the boat home. I mean, it's just normal. So, as we were landing, and Kristen's like, I don't think any of that matters. She goes, yeah, good. So as the helicopter descended and we got to the house, my house was 72nd in the river. And it's 12 minutes later now. And she goes, yeah, so I'm walking my dog. It's a 5th floor walk up, but I have a beautiful 2-floor apartment, on the rooftop of everything. There was a fiddler up there. I said, Tavia, you better stop flirting with me. Get off here. Someone rented a taxi to fly into my boat slip.
When you live in rural Montana, it just is so quiet out there. So anyway, I stepped out on the Parisian streets full of people. It was just a great night, and our eyes locked from across the Seine, and he said, let's get out of this stupid city with all its canals. I said, I hate Venice too. And so off we went to Kenya.
She's literally insane. She's not making any sense. So she's like, so we walked the dog, picked up the poop. So remember, you want a guy, what happened to the ring? And Kristen's like, the ring was in the poop.
The ring was in the poop. Well, we haven't talked about the ring yet. We're just on our first date, guys. So anyway, he picks up the poop and he's like, I've always loved you. And I just started laughing. And Luann's like, ha, 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 ha. And Sonia's just going on and on and on and on and on. And
so Luann starts laughing, right? Because Sonia sounds crazy. Everybody's like cringing. It's been 20 minutes at least. And Sonia goes, what are you doing, bitch? She goes, sorry, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? And she's like, oh my God, we're just making jokes about dog poo. I mean, whose poo was it? And Dorinda's like, I'm listening to Sonia's fairy tale, and I don't know if I should just stick napkins in my ears. I will say this. It's a new version.
Whoa, so you're engaged, but you yet to actually have his penis in you, right? No. No, we fucked first. That was 2 years before this. This is my first date. And then we had sex for the first time later that evening. And I was in my 20s running around, doing whatever the fuck we want. And then Luann just falls over in her chair. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but there's part of me that feels like she was like, I've had enough of this. I'm changing the story no matter what I can do. She falls back into the sand.
Because she's just sounding nuts, right? So Ramona goes, okay, so now I'll tell you how Mario proposed to me. And Dorinda's like, bitch, she just fell over. What are you, psychotic? She just fell over and you're like, let me start talking? I mean, we didn't even get past the dog poo. Well, so we picked up some dog poo and I said, I'm not going to sleep with you.
Hold on, there's a flashback. It wouldn't be a vacation without me falling over. Huh? Cut to footage of Luann falling over. Okay, I need to go to the little girl's room because this story is going on way too long. It's not interesting enough, and I'm horny. So okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And Sonia was like, "Wow, was it really that boring?" Because everyone basically leaves the table. They're like, "Oh my god."
They were running away from Sonia. And she's like, was it really that boring? Yeah. Listen, I'm glad we learned something new about you every single time we hear that story. I mean, that was pretty amazing. New details every time.
So Kristen is like talking to Ramona, and they're basically like, or Dorinda's talking to Ramona, and they're basically like, we don't want to listen to these stories, but it's like you want to call out the bullshit, but then you realize this is all she has. So we just want to support, because if it makes her feel happy, then we're happy.
Yeah. So then back to the table, Kelly is there with Sonia, and Sonia is just going on and on. She's like, well, I got pregnant right away. First try, it was the helicopter horse. It was the helicopter horse. And, so she starts going on, and then back to Ramona, she's like, you know what? Her reality is what she thinks it is, And Dorinda's like, it's painful, and I feel terrible, but it's also frustrating. She's basically like a numberless Sudoku.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm glad I walked away. I feel better because it's not about being right. It's about being a good friend. Okay, got it. Okay, all right. Sonia, better shut the fuck up with your lies. That felt good, dude. I've got to say, that felt good too.
And Ramona goes, you know what, Dorinda? This is where my wisdom has come in the past 2 years for me. You're very wise. Very, very wise.
2 years of wisdom. So, and then there's, she's like,
we don't just, stop at what Sonia's saying, because many of us do. It's just Sonia being very unhappy.
and we have a flashback to Sonia, to Sonia being like,
Oh, these are my slippers. Yeah, the deer's the family crest. No, it's your husband's family. It's not your family crest. Don't touch the bananas.
And she is still going on. I mean, she's just this whole episode. It's like an hour of her just going on and on at the table. And Ramona's like, you know what? Why would I call her out? There's no purpose. Nobody wins. Let's just let her go. Let's just let her go while we're standing over here and she's over there. So then the server comes to collect plates, and Sonia's still going on. And then Sonia topples over in her chair and falls to the ground with her legs up in the air.
Yes, and they're all just happy that she has underwear on. That's really where it's at. And then they just are like having fun, and they decide to go down to the beach, and they just take off their tops, and their boobs are out in the air, and they're just like having fun. And it's one of those episodes where they are just like, you know what? At the end of the day, we're all girlfriends. Ramona's a bitch. But you know what? This is all she has. So let's enjoy some free tropical air with our boobs out, kissing the humid night sky.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. They all end on a very good party night, and nobody told Sonia to shut the fuck up, which is, wow, it's growth, Aw.
And as the episode concludes, we see Kristen's toenail drifting along in the surf. It was just beautiful. Just a beautiful way to end.
Knock, knock, knock. Kelly, it's Kristen. I just wanted to see if you want to talk about our relationship. Want to talk about our relationship? Why don't you like me?
Creepy.
And we come to an end. Super fun, everybody. Thank you for being here with us. Come over to Patreon and check out our bonus episodes and all of our videos. And we will be starting the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives this week. So come back to check out those recaps. That's from Hulu. And we'll talk to you guys next time, okay?
Bye. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Stroll in the park with Caitlin Clark.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Itchels. Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. She's never scary, it's the Green Fairy. Jamie, she has no last namey.
Hava Nagila Weber. Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's always supplying, it's Kelly Ryan.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. We want to hang with Liz Lang. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley.
Let's go on a bender with Lauren Fender. The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
Give him hell, Miss Noel. Ring that bell for Rachel.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.